Welcome back, guys, to another episode of Driven by Christ Auto. So, in our last episode, me and Jamie went out for lunch. We smashed some grab at the local fast food place. Probably wasn't the best choice, but at least it was food, and we were grateful for it. Also, while we was out, we had to go by O'Reilly's and take care of some paperwork on our account and get our billing and stuff correct. And we also just signed a sponsorship for O'Reilly Auto Parts. So we will be advertising for all of their products, and we're not going to choose anybody else. O'Reilly's has always done me right, and that's who we're going to advertise for. So whenever y'all hear me talking about stuff that you can get from O'Reilly Auto Parts, you can get it. This is currently at the stores at this current moment. But anyways, before we take off on where we left off at with the Tiburon, we are going to take a message from our Lord. And hold on, the camera is saying something about a battery already, and we ain't even started out yet. Alright, there we go. I'm going to hook up my external battery. Give me just a second, guys. We're trying to get it plugged in. There we go. Alright, so before we start, we're going to get a message from our Lord. To our Creator God, your word tells us that you make our feet like the feet of a deer and enable us to stand on the heights. You created deer with the ability to climb steep mountains effortlessly and to stand fearlessly on the heights. You also created us, and you redeem us, making it possible for us to stay on our feet by trusting you. This gives us confidence to walk and make progress in our times of trouble, responsibility, and suffering. It's crucial for us to remember that we live in a world where spiritual enemies never declare a truce. Help us to stay alert and be ready for the spiritual battle at all times, with the full armor you provided. No matter what happens, we want to be able to stand our ground. Whenever I am in the thick of a battle, please remind us to assert our trust in you and our confidence in you. You will be fighting alongside of us. Even when we feel as if we are losing the battle, we know we must not give up. Our assignment is to hold tightly to your hand and just keep standing. This is victory. In your victorious name, Jesus. Amen. Alright, guys, so where I put that together from is going to be from 2 Samuel 22, verse 34. 1 Peter chapter 5 verse 8, Ephesians chapter 6 verse 13. You can get references from all of that from there. Alright, guys, so we left out of here. We let our paint booth, it's done cleared out all the fumes and everything else, and our paint should be ready. Son, look at this car here. It's got a good coat of paint, really good clear coat on it. That clear coat settled in really good. So we did run our dyno. A car come with 270 horsepower, and we cranked out just a little bit over 300 wheel horsepower in this car. So this car is going to be pretty fast, because this car only weighs 3,139 pounds, and it's got over 300 wheel horsepower. So, and I think it was like 320 foot-pounds of torque. So we got everything aligned, we got everything ready, so we're going to go ahead and jump into here, and we're fixing to go take it down there to the drag track and make sure it's going to perform correctly. But before we cut it loose on the drag track, we're going to actually take it to the test circuit and make sure, cornering, this car is going to perform just like it's supposed to do, for the customer. So this is actually going to be the first time we actually take it to the actual racetrack instead of the drag strip. I've never taken any of my vehicles down there, so we're going to try it out. New track that they built, it's down there at Twin City Drag, so This is Twin City Racetrack, so let's head on down there and see what it's like. Alright guys, so we're out here on the track. We're going to see what it does. We're just going to kind of ease into it and make a couple of laps, and then we're going to go ahead and gap it open. Oh, it's going to keep up with our time. Alright, so here we go. Let's ease off of the clutch. Okay, hold on guys, we messing up bad. Oh boy, it wants to break loose like crazy. I'm actually having problems with it shifting gears. What is going on? Something is not doing right. Okay, so we're having problems with the transmission now. This is never good. It didn't do this on the dyno. Oh, okay. There we go. Alright, got it. Okay. Ooh, it hangs corners pretty good. Gonna find out how well these brakes work. Very touchy brakes. This thing's got really good brakes. Alright, let's see what we can do now. Feels good. Feels real good. Apex that corner good. A little bit wide. That turbo, boy. I figured this car would be a little bit quicker than this. so we ran a 152. That's actually the best lap I set here. Apparently I have been down here at one point in time. I just don't remember it. But either way, we ran a 152. So we're going to head back to the garage, and I will see y'all there. Alright, so hold on guys, we pulled up into the wrong area. We got to go back over here to the test path. Alright, so we just got back from the track. We ran it around. We ran 152 minute 52 seconds for that. We are going to check the alignment and make sure that everything's still aligned. Make sure that the brakes are still good after, you know, slamming on brakes and gassing on it. We just want to make sure everything's still good. Alright, brakes are good. Alright. Suspension still 100%, or pretty much close to it. Alright, we're good. Alright, so everything is still in the green, so nothing got tore up down there at the test track. We're going to make sure the vehicle is still in alignment, and it is. Everything is directly on, so this car is ready to go. We didn't even mess with the headlights. There ain't no reason to check that again, so we're going to move it over here to the wash bay, give it its final wash, and give Johnny a call up. I'll see y'all in the wash bay. Let's get over there. Alright, so we're going to give it its final clean, because the cars do get dirty whenever you race them at the racetrack, so we got to make sure this car is ready to go. It's going to get its final clean at DrivenByChrist Auto. Alright, now we're fixing to go ahead and detail the inside with coverall. Another thing, that's one of the good items you can get at O'Reilly's for leather and your dashboards. I highly advise, don't put it on your pedals or your steering wheel or your shifter, because you will slip on there. That stuff is real slick, but man, it works so good with leather and interior. Alright, let's check it out on the inside. So yeah, everything looks good. Back seat, this is ready to go. So alright, I'm going to move this car around front. Jamie's getting all the paperwork together, all the receipts and everything that we did for the vehicle, and we're going to give Johnny a call, and he'll be in the office with Jamie. But let's get this car moved around front and get him ready to pick it up. Alright, so they're inside. He was just astounded over the vehicle whenever he saw it. He said, man, it don't even look like the same vehicle no more. And he saw that dyno sheet too, pushing out a little bit more horsepower. And I told him, I said, man, you need to let us get some cars down here that we can modify, you know, not build a full-blown race car, but at least dress it up a little bit. But he wanted this one to be stock, so let's see what our work order consists of and make sure everything is green. Alright, so that's all good. Everything is green. Let's see what we made. So we made $19,359. He gave us a job bonus of $4,000. You know, task overall for the hourly labor, or for our labor, was $7,311. So we made some money on this one, guys. We definitely made profit. So hopefully Johnny will have us another car here soon. But we're gonna send Johnny on his way, and I'll catch y'all back here in a second. Car is in. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Oh yeah, yeah. He can't leave without his license plate. Yeah, forgot about that. All right, there we go. Yeah, we gotta put his license plates on there. Can't go nowhere without that. Jamie be mad, boy. She was stuck down there at the DMV for hours dealing with this stuff. Alright, now he's ready to go. There we go. Ka-ching. Alright, so now we are sitting at $345,000 and 8,307 scrap pieces. Now, I'm going to have a lot of scrap to break down. We do got some. Oh, look at there. We got a blessings case. So let's check this out real quick. Let's see what Johnny hooked us up with. Alright, yes. Alright, so Jamie's our good luck charm on this. Which one? 2 and 5? Alright, so Jamie's saying 2 and 5. Let's see what we got on 2. Oh, we got more scrap bonus parts. Now we're almost up to 9,000. That's really good. Let's see if she got us another case. And she got us another case. You could not ask for anything better. So we got double blessings box. Let's hit this next one. 1 and 4. Jamie's saying 1 and 4. There we go. We're 9,500 parts. I see a drag car fixing to be getting rebuilt with a 3-star motor. And let's see what we got him for. And we got a bonus of $2,209. So apparently Johnny got a little bit more for that car than what he expected. And he threw us some money our way. That's great. We're good. The Lord bless us with this job. And let's check our parts real quick. Alright, so we got a few things like the shock absorber. We're going to scrap it out. Oh, wait a minute. Hold up. Let me do it like this. Yeah, we got a crankshaft. So I do got a lot of scrap that I'm going to be taking care of. But we're going to do that. I do all that stuff off film because nobody wants to just sit there and watch somebody play the scrap game. So let's get our next car. You know what? We'll deal with that tomorrow. We're going to deal with that. I made a promise. We're fixing to go find out where Jamie put our Eclipse at, and we're going to go take it to the drag track. Since we are completed for today. I don't know where she put it at. There ain't no telling with this girl. Let's see. Oh, she got it in the paint booth. Alright. So this was the car that we built back a few episodes. This was a tribute, the Paul Walker tribute. This is similar to his car all Fast and the Furious, even though his was turbo. This one's not. But this one does produce more horsepower than his by a long shot. I don't know if we actually dynoed this car. And I showed it, so we're going to go ahead and do it before we go. We're going to throw some E85 in here out there at the pump, get whatever we got in here out, the old fuel, and we're going to put some E85, and we're going to see what type of numbers we can throw down. I'll see y'all at the dyno after I get everything strapped down and we get fuel in it. Alright, so the car is strapped down. We're ready to go. We're going to plug up to our computer. We do got E85 in here. We're now selling fuel outside. So we got mid-grade, you know, your regular 3 grades of fuel, and we carry E85 and E100. I'm trying to talk to some another fuel vendor and see if we can't get some 110 aviation fuel. But you can get a little bit more out of it with E85 and E100. But we're just going to do E85 because that E100 is real expensive. So let's see what we got on our tuning computer. So this thing is wide open right now. Since we haven't really put a tune on it, we're going to actually back it down 1 click and see what it does, you know, with it tuned down on E85, and we'll pull some timing and stuff on it. But let's see what she's gonna do. So 363 horsepower was the factory, so a lot of horsepower. So let's see what it does now. Alright, so we're putting 624 wheel horsepower down at 655 foot-pounds of torque, and we are tuned down right now. Now we got to pay attention to our drag class rating. We're only at a 501, so we're at the lower end of 500. We could actually pull a little bit more out of it and get us in the 400 class, but we're going to go ahead and open it all the way up and see what we get. Oh, wait a minute. It went ahead and tuned it all the way up for us, so that was it wide open. Okay, I forgot them Haltech ECUs actually will self-tune themselves, and that's what we're running in here is Haltech. So, we're going to pull, let me see, no, I want to pull a little bit out of it, not very much. I want to get us back down in the high 400s, and let's see what we can do. That way we can race in the 400 class. See if he can knock us down a little bit. Alright, so perfect. We're running 602 horsepower, so basically 600 horsepower to the wheels at 632 foot-pounds of torque. We are in a class range of 483, so we're going to have a really good chance. Get away from these loud fans. So we're going to have a really good chance of winning today. So let's go ahead and take it down there to Twin City Drags and let's see what we got. And while we're there, since I wish they had a decal maker on this game, because we'd throw our sponsorship for O'Reilly's on here and get down there, but I haven't learned how to do that yet. If there is a decal or a vinyl maker on here, I'm gonna have to research that, and we may do some of that in previous previous episodes. We'll build us a rally drag car, since they are a sponsor and driven by Christ Auto. So let's head down there to the track and to the drag strip, and I will see y'all there. Alright, so we're down here at the drag strip. We could do a warm-up round. Yeah, let's do a warm-up. Make sure we don't get out here and blow ourselves out of a tournament while we're racing. We always do the half-mile runs. So let's see what we can do. Now this thing's gonna launch like crazy in first gear. You don't even have to take it out of first. Let's see, clutch in. Yeah. I don't know where it actually. Okay, at 2 steps at 6,000 RPM. Ooh, this thing is fast. Okay. Alright, so in a quarter of a mile we ran a 10.7, had a good reaction time, and we were running 130 at 10.7 through a quarter of a mile. And that 0 to 60 is 60 miles per hour was 2 seconds. So that is moving. That's like supercar fast. So, anyways, I think we are ready for a tournament. Let's see if we can't make some money with our car. Alright, and King of the Sands, and here we go. Yep, it's going to cost us $1,000. That's cool. We're going to also do some betting while we're down here. We already know, wow, they got us racing against 524s and everything. We're going to be able to get them off the line. We already know this dude's quick. V8 supercharged slick, we're going to have to go with him. That would be the better option. If you look at the engines, these supercharged V8s are good. That's normally what I go with. That's a new car there. It's a DLC car. we'll give it the benefit of the doubt. We already know them Ferraris are slow. V8 supercharged slick. We'll have to go with the Mustang. He's running a 507. So let's see what we got. Well, we lost the first race, our bet on our first race. So let's see if we can stay in this thing. Oh, they got us against a Ferrari. Alright, Mr. Ferrari, you fissin' get it. Oh, we ran even faster than what we did before. On our top end speed, we only hit 155 last time. We got 156. We did 130. It's still 10.7. We got a better 60 miles per hour time. Instead of it being a 2.2, it's a 2.1. Ferrari was just way back there. He didn't even hit 130 in the quarter and was 2 seconds behind. Alright, on to the next bracket. Whoo boy. Alright, so we didn't do too good on our betting, so we'll see if we can get some better luck with it this time. I'm still gonna go with that supercharged. I'm actually gonna bet on the higher cars, because that way it gives. Alright, so with this betting stuff, if you know you got a car that's producing way more power than yours, like a 509, he has a chance of outrunning you, but the game will try to cheat you into losing your bet. So you lose the bet, you lose $200, but that means you also knock out the higher horsepower car. So we're going to go with that. See how well we do this time. So he's a 510. We want him knocked out. And we want him knocked out. So, but we are first on the bracket poll. So here we go again. Alright, here we go. Took a win again. Got him. Now he did start getting a lot. He was faster on top end. He ran 131 through the quarter, but the launch on this car is just unreal. So if it wasn't for that all-wheel drive, he would have beat us. So right there. Alright, so we are going to be racing against some good ones. So let's see what we got here. 507. Alright, we're going to go against him because he's the highest one. Alright, we're first again on the bracket. Pretty good reaction time. Yeah, we got him on the 60, maybe the 60 foot. Yeah, 60 foot part. So ooh boy, his top end speed. He was only a half a second behind us. So he topped out at 162. Eighth of a mile was, I was a second ahead of him, but he still ran the same speed. And quarter of a mile, he was 2 miles per hour faster. So we got him out though. Uh-oh. The last bet didn't go too well neither. Alright, so final race. We made it to the championship, guys. And total payout right now is $7,650. So let's see. We'll see if we can win it. Better be praying right here, boy. We got it. That Corvette ain't gonna have a chance. Oh, I think we got it. Let's see. Yep, we beat him by 0.2 of a second. He was right behind us. And his 60 foot wasn't too far from us neither, but he had an extremely good reaction time. He had a .06. That's how he got a good 60 foot roll. But we still got him though. We just won that championship. Yay! And there we go. We just made $13,650. So that's going to be, that right there is going to pay for another barnyard car. And oh yeah, speaking of barnyard cars, we ain't going to take another championship. I just wanted to race that car for y'all finally so y'all could see what it was doing. We're actually going to be looking at our next build. So let's head down there to, actually we need to take this car back to the garage. Alright, so we're gonna leave this thing here. It ain't too dirty. We ain't gotta wash it. It ain't dirty. So we're gonna actually go jump in the old work truck and we're gonna head down to our lockup where we keep all of our cars at. And I'm gonna show you these new cars that we picked up at our barnyard find. So I will see y'all guys over there. Let's see, map. We are gonna go to our parking. Yep, go to the alley. Alright, so these are cars that we've picked up at the at barnyards or junkyards. We got to bring our tow truck down here because some of these things are not even worthy of driving. But I want to show you the SUV that I found. I just got to figure out what the name of it was. I wonder if it was this one. Let me see. Yeah, there it is, right there. So let's show the car. All right, so this is the car, the all-wheel drive SUV that oh, there we go, that had the LS motor in it. You can see it. It's not a supercharged LS motor, but it is not the LS motor, but the dual overhead cam V8. This is the same engine we got in our first drag car. It's just not supercharged, which we may actually put a supercharger on this and put it in here, but it's some type of SUV, so we may turn this thing into like a, it kind of looks like a Mercedes almost. I don't know what to say about it, but I'm thinking about this one's gonna be our next build. It's got some type of custom paint job, so we may actually do a SUV build. We've never done this. We got a few other sports cars, but we're gonna work on an SUV build, and we're gonna probably sell this car, but we're gonna build a pretty quick little family car out of this. You know, we're hooked up with Johnny's dealership, and he said he wants a custom built, you know, sport SUV that can compete with the Trackhawk. So I got to look at the power of a Trackhawk and see if we can't build something that will outrun it. But anyways, guys, we are going to load this car up and take it back to the shop as soon as I figure out how to do it. There we go. Move to garage. Yeah. Alright guys, so I'm gonna get this car loaded up and I will meet y'all back at the shop. Alright guys, so we got it back here, got the work truck part, we got it unloaded over here, so we're going to give this one the name. This is going to be the, we're going to call it the Trackhawk Destroyer, because that's what we're going for. He said he wants something built that will outrun one of them Dodge Trackhawks, so we're going to get started on this. We're going to actually move it over here into the wash bay and get it cleaned up and get it on rack 2. Alright, let's get this thing clean. It's got a lot of dirt on it. A lot of dirt. So we are missing some fin. Oh, it's got a pretty cool, we've got a digital camo paint job on it already. Of course, Johnny don't want nothing like that. We're going to give it like we're going to kind of give it a professional look. You know, something that would look like a sport car, but still got, oh, look at there, it's a manual transmission too. So this is going to be a fun little car. But anyways, we got it cleaned up. We're going to work on the interior too. See how bad it is. Alright, so we got the interior cleaned up for the most part. The seats, well, nope, somebody done wasted a drink in the back. So interior looks alright. We are going to replace the seats. We're going to put some money into this car. So let's go ahead and move it on rack 2, and we'll see you there. Alright, so we got it in here on rack 2. Everybody knows rack 2 is Driven by Christ's actual personal cars. So we got a lot of stuff in this episode. We finished Johnny's Tiburon, made a good hefty change on it, but that was almost like a complete build. So that was almost like getting a car from the junkyard and rebuilding it. But we got it done. You know, Johnny already had the customer up there waiting as soon as he found out we were done with it. We put it through the test. It did good. Everything stayed together. We pulled our all-wheel drive Eclipse out and ran it at the drag track. Still undefeated. Every time I've raced that car, I didn't get the first couple of times recorded that I raced it, but we're still holding the undefeated title on that. And I think as soon as we get outrun with it, if we ever lose or we get outran in it, I'll go ahead and put it up for sale. I think that's how I'm going to do this and make a decision on what cars we actually keep. But I'm going to try to build every car that this game has to offer. You know, if people will comment and say some stuff to me, and we may look into getting some other DLCs. I know this game's been out for a little while, but I do not like buying new games and they got all the bugs and everything else. It just ruins making videos. So they got everything pretty much worked out on Car Mechanic Simulator. So you know, we may see what the game has to offer. So far it's been flawless. There ain't been no freeze ups. There ain't been a lot of stuff that, you know, it's been acting up in the game. It's been performing correctly. But anyways, so that's going to be our next shop build, and let's go over here and check on the phones and get things lined up for our Thursday morning. Alright, so let's see what we got. Whoa, we got a 350Z ready. They call it a Ribison Z530, or it's actually a 350Z. But anyways, this is the message. Hi, my name is Jessica, but you can call me Jess. My friend mentioned that you've taken great care of her green Wormy. I'm not really sure what car they're talking about, but I think it may have been that drift vehicle that we did, but either way, I figured that perhaps my car needed some more attention too. On a day-to-day basis, I don't have time to deal with the mechanics. I think that's clear for a businesswoman. Okay, so she works, she's a business lady, probably an attorney. It may be old dude that played the bad trick on his son. It may be some of his friends that works at the office with him. Every minute is at a premium, and wasting time on crawling around in oil and grease, oh man, that's the fun part. Well, that's not for me. Please do a detailed checkup. The car isn't old, but I'll be honest with you, besides refueling and weekly washing, I wasn't really bothered by anything else. I've had it for a couple of years and I'm getting the impression that it is used to be sprier, used to have more performance. Okay, please do what you can to restore its past performance. Great, and thank you. Change the oil, and then we got other tasks. So, alright, let's go ahead and give Jessica a call and get her to bring her car down here. Hopefully we don't have to tow this one, but we'll find out whenever we get a hold of the customer, and I will see y'all out front. Alright, so we got the car here. It does need some major detailing. Yeah, this thing, she says she washes this thing every week. I don't see it. Boy, already coming out with them stories, but let's see what we got up underneath the hood. Okay, so we do have the VQ engine, a VQ37. Ooh, I'm already seeing signs of a bad injection system. That would definitely kill your performance, because that was going on with my Acura TL. All the crankshaft is damaged somehow. The idler pulley is damaged. I'm just looking at the suspension is gone in this thing. Alright, so we got a little bit of work ahead of us. We got a little bit of suspension work, oil change. We're gonna put some spice in her life with this motor. So let's go ahead and get it in on. I wonder if this thing will crank up. Hold on just a second. Let's see. Alright. We towed it over here. We just tow all the vehicles because we don't know what shape they're in. So this car does not crank up. So we're going to have to do some diagnosing. So let's go ahead and get it in here. We'll push it through the door and get it on rack 1. Come on. Alright, so we got it in here on rack 1. Let's see why we are not getting a good fire. So, diagnosing. Let's go ahead, plug into the OBD2 port and see what the computer has to tell us. Ooh, ignition coils are gone. Spark plugs are completely gone. That's what you get for not running them premium plugs like we do. Yeah, not looking good. Examine parts report. How is it at 100% when everything just showed up red? That don't make no sense. And it's showing 4 spark plugs. Right whenever I sit here and talk good about this game is whenever it's going to act up. So I think we're going to have to do this again so this thing will actually keep up with what it's supposed to do. Because you can see right here, ignition coil, spark plug, 3%. Look at all that red over there. There's not one thing on here that's good. The catalytic converter is good. There we go. Maybe we looked at a previous, yeah, that would have been on the Tiburon we did for the dealership. My bad. May have been my fault. I may have hit memory on it and brought up an old reading. So, no, this thing is completely dead in the water. It needs ignition. I mean, it's all types of problems there. So, it definitely needs a tune-up. I saw problems with the fuel rail. We're going to do a fuel pressure test and see what we're up against. No, we're not even nowhere near the green. Fuel rail is gone. Fuel filter's gone. Fuel pump's good. Alright, so the fuel pump is good, but everything up in front of the fuel pump is gone. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you ain't feeling the power that you used to. The thing won't even crank up. Alright. So, fuel problems. Let's see what else we got. Oh, I hate doing compression tests. Let's go ahead and check out the electronics. Starter's good. Alright, so everything on the electronic side is actually looking really, really good on this car. So we ain't gonna have to be messing around in the fuse box, but we are gonna pull that battery off and go ahead and give it a good surface charge and recondition the battery. But I'm not gonna pull it out until we get done doing our testing, and then the final test, the nasty test. The compression test pretty much tells you if you're gonna be pulling this motor out of this car or not. So let's see what we're up against. Okay, we're in the green. Oh. Alright, so we're not going to have to be, it needs a valve lash adjustment done. Apparently they let the valve lash get out of control and it tore up the camshaft. So I don't know if we're going to be able to, in our CNC shop, if we're going to be able to resurface the camshafts. We may be able to do a regrind on it, but if not, we can always throw some performance cams in here and definitely give her power back to her. So, you know, we may do that. We may hook her up with some of them O'Reilly's race cams. These are going to be, this is going to be Nismo. They order stuff directly. This is going to be from their import direct line. So import direct parts from O'Reilly's are actual OEM parts that are just relabeled by import direct. So they're OEM parts that you're getting from other cars, but they also have a performance division from Nissan, which is Nismo, and we're going to get the good cams for it, and we're going to wake this 350Z up. So, alright, so I think majority of the stuff is going to be an in-frame build, so we're not going to actually have to pull the motor out, but we are going to have to take a lot of stuff apart. So let's go ahead and pull this battery out of here. We're going to throw it on charge overnight, because we're going to start on this car tomorrow. Alright, there we go. There we go. Alright, we got our battery on charge. We'll check out the brakes. We'll go ahead and do the brakes on the car since we are gonna spice this motor up. We want to, if she doesn't let everything else go on it, I'm pretty sure that the brakes are not doing too good. But let's look at our work order and see what all she actually wants done. Alright, so with our diagnosing, we know that the camshaft was gone. Okay, so she's going to need a clutch too. We know the crankshaft pulley was bad. We know the front suspension was horrible. We could look at that and tell. Fuel filter, ignition coil. We got some rubber bushings that are bad on our visual inspection, and spark plug. So not too bad. This it's gonna be some work in here. Other task. Alright, so she wants a wheel alignment done. We're gonna go ahead and do all the fluids. We're gonna have to change the oil anyways, because the oil is not gonna be any good after they ate the camshafts up. It's probably got metal flake all in it, so we're gonna do an oil change. We're gonna go ahead and just do a brake service. We're gonna give this one the hookup. So anyway, we may even pull off these body parts and see if we can't shine them up for her too. Even though she's not requesting it, we're gonna go over and beyond on this 350Z. What do the tires look like? Let's see what we got on. See what we got on the tires. I don't know why you gotta click on the motor to do this, but we'll go ahead and do it. So let's do the tire check. 95, 89, 90. Alright, so she's got a set of Z-rated sport tires, so they're still pretty good. I don't think this thing had enough horsepower to even spin the tires over, much less worry about wearing them out. Okay, so we know what we're up against tomorrow. So it's been a pretty good episode. We've got a 350Z in here that we're fixing to turn into a Nismo edition. And then we also brought our Trackhawk killer in here. So a Trackhawk destroyer, whatever you want to say, whatever sounds cooler to you. So Trackhawk killer, that's what we're gonna do, because we don't like them old demonic Hellcats and demons and all this other stuff Dodge be talking about. So yeah, this is gonna be a Trackhawk killer. I'm ready to build that one. But anyways, guys, We are pretty much wrapped up here. It's almost at the end of the day. The sun's fixing to go down. We ain't gonna be able to see not too much in this shop. I like having the sun coming through my bay. So, anyways, we will be up here first thing Thursday morning, and we're going to start on our 350Z, and maybe we'll have some time to start in on our Trackhawk Killer. We don't really know yet. We'll just see how tomorrow plays out. But anyways, it's been great. We'll catch y'all tomorrow on the next episode of Driven by Christ Auto. Later, guys.